Hi viewers, welcome to Elma Solution. Today we are going to design SEPIC converter with a closed loop PID controller by using ChatGPT. Here I am going to use ChatGPT for designing the SEPIC converter and also finding the KPK value for that closed loop control. Here I am going to ask that means ChatGPT, please act as for electronics engineer. Now I am asking, please design SEPIC converter with the PI controller for a 500 watts. Like that, I'm going to provide this input, the prompt. Here, they are generating the detail. That means they are fixing the input voltage range 24 to 48. Output voltage is 48, and then output power is 500. Switching frequency, they are considered 100 kilohertz. Output current is 10.4 amps and duty cycle. And then here they are designing that L1, L2, C1, C2, and D and S value. That means values for L1, L2, and then C1 coupling capacitor, output capacitor. Here you see that MATLAB simulation code they are providing, but here you see that they are not providing that value for a SEPIC.SLX. And also here they are asking for I can export MATLAB Simulink file. So I am asking please generate MATLAB Simulink. Just I'm asking please generate MATLAB Simulink. So we need to test this system whether it's generating MATLAB Simulink file or not. Here you see that we will need to create following block instrument manually, or I can generate block diagram image for reference. Here they are asking that we can generate only reference. Here I'm going to ask that image. Now you see that it generating the image for connections. Or else if you want, can search SEPIC converter circuit. Here you see that image. This image. This is SEPIC converter image. This is input capacitor, 2 inductor. This is C1, C2, and then 2 inductor, and then switch and diode. Better you can see this one. But we need to check this image from the ChatGPT whether it is useful for us for doing that simulation. Before that, just I'm going to take this one. I'm going to MATLAB and then click Simulink, and it's grades blank model. And better I'm going to use DC source, this voltage source, and then so here I'm going to use RLC branch, and then we need MOSFET controller. We need to connect this one here and this one here. This one is inductor. You see that inductor capacitor, and then we need to have capacitor. This is capacitor here. Just change to type C, and then inductor. Just you rotate this one, and then we need diode. Just you type a diode. Use this diode here, and then we need a capacitor. We need to connect capacitor, and then we need a load. Just I'm going to connect this negative terminal the bottom. Here I'm going to connect this one and this one here. Here I need to measure the current measurement, and here I'm going to measure voltage. Now we need to go to ChatGPT. Here it's showing some image. See that reference, but it's not complete picture generating randomly. But we go to the design detail. L1, L2, L1 47 microfarad, L1 into 47 microfarad. Just I'm going to change to 47, and this one is 47. And capacitor value, coupling capacitor C1 is 22 microfarad. This is 22 microfarad. This one is 47 microfarad. This is 47 microfarad. So 47 e power minus 6, and this is also 47 e power minus 6. C out is 100 microfarad. Here I'm going to change to 100 microfarad, and then load value. You need to find out load value. In order to find out load value, so take that power divided with the output voltage. 48 star 48 divided by 500. V square by P. Now see that stretching frequency is 100 kilohertz. Here I'm going to use period loop generator, DC to DC. Just I'm going to connect this one. I'm going to use constant block for generating data. Duty cycle 0.5. This is 100 kilohertz. This is 24 volt. Okay. Now I'm going to use scope window to measure voltage, current, and power. Here I'm going to use 3 layout and 3 input. One is for voltage, one is for current, and one is for power. Here you see that this is for power. Before you need a powergui. Here I'm consider continuous function. Let me check the result first. Here you see that voltage you are getting almost 28 only. Here I'm going to fix 1, and here I'm going to change to discrete. Just I'm going to put 1 e power minus 6 and this is 1 e power minus 6 and then I'm going to check the result now. Here you see that we are having pulsating output but the voltage will be 30. So better you can change to 1 e power minus 7 because we are using 100 kilohertz, right? We need some precise sampling time, then only can get the better result. For that purpose I'm going with the 1 e power minus 7. We are getting result but the output voltage requirement is 48 as per the design, 48, but we are not getting 48. This is open loop only, not closed loop. Now I'm going with the closed loop. Here I'm going to use PI, the controller, and then I'm going to use sum, and this is actual plus minus, sorry, minus plus, and then this is reference is 48. And next I'm going to take the KPK value. So KP they are considered 0.5200. Here I'm going to ask another question. Please tune the KP and K. Here they are approaching tuning with the trial and error basis concept. Okay. But it providing some suggestion how to do that. Now I'm going to ask, please provide optimal values for SEPIC converter design we have. Okay. Like that I'm asking. Here now they are that means finding the PA value, KP, that means KPK value. We will go to fix this value here 0.2 and 700. Sorry, 1.2 and 700. Just I'm going to connect this one here. So let me check this result. We are not getting the result because we need to do another one thing. Because as per this command, we need to do that per unit conversion. Here I'm going to do per unit conversion and then we will check the result. Here also you are not getting the result as per this design because it see that you are getting almost the duty cycle not within the limit. That is a problem. Better I'm going to do another one thing. I'm going to keep PA controller. Initial value is I'm fixing 0.66 and change routing the output from 0.9 to 0.1 and then we have to check the result. Now we are getting the result but it have some oscillation. Now I'm going to ask ChatGPT. The result not accurate. Please provide KP and KA exact KPK. Just I'm going to provide this one. Again it will be changed the value 0.75480. Again I'm going to change this to 0.75 and 480. Let me check the result. Now you see that some oscillation is reduced. This is because of that KP KA value. Better I'm going to change this one to 4.8. Okay, smaller value. Then you will get that almost the ripple is reduced. If you want to tune that one, this is a trial and error basis. Better you go with the auto tuning concept. Okay. We can get the we can get the design parameter from the ChatGPT. We can tune that PA controller parameter according with the auto tuning concept. Then only you can get the better result. But it providing some instruction. You need to follow that instruction. For that, from that only you can, that means you have to do that trial and error again and again, then finally we will get that proper result. This is a way of using that ChatGPT for designing the SEPIC converter and PA controller in MATLAB. Thanks for watching our videos. Kindly subscribe our channel and also click bell icon for notification about upcoming videos. Thank you so much. Bye bye.